And welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing LAFC 1, Vancouver Whitecaps 0, MLS Western Conference Quarterfinals 2024 Game 3. LAFC wins the series 2-1 due to this 1-0 win. LAFC 1, Vancouver Whitecaps FC 0, la Oeste Conferencia Quarterfinal de la MLS, Partido 3. LAFC gana de serie 2-1. LAFC moves on to play the Seattle Sounders. LAFC avanzar contra Seattle Sounders. LAFC will play the Sounders in the next round, post the international break, pre-Thanksgiving, the weekend before American Thanksgiving, I should say. Vancouver played tough throughout all three games, not just, of course, the first two games, but even tonight, they played tough. They looked better for most of the match, but one defensive brain fart / LAFC being LAFC knocked Vancouver out of this playoffs. 0-0 at the half. Vancouver were pressing LAFC like white on rice throughout both halves of the game. And you were like, damn, they could win this. They could get this to penalties at least. You know, the way they played, you'd be like, yeah, they could do this. They could shock them. LAFC weren't great. Suffice it to say, they weren't great. They definitely didn't look the better team over any of these three games. Even the first one. This one was clearer than the first one, but none of them they looked better. 0-0 medio tiempo. Goals were scored. The goal was scored as follows. The 62nd minute, Mateusz Bogusz the ball gets played through to Bogusz. He runs through, shoots it home, slips through Bogusz. Beautiful goal. He gets his goal, 1-0, 1-0. Mateusz Bogusz, man of the match because he scored the goal. We'll get there, though. Scores his goal. LAFC style goal. They get all over. Horrible defensive play. He's played through. Ball lands to him. He's played through. He gets through. Shoots on net. Good for him. Full time, it's 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. LAFC wins the series 2-1. LAFC gana de serie 2-1. LAFC gets the goal they need. Vancouver played tough, but it just wasn't meant to be. Toronto, watching them, hoping Vancouver could win MLS Cup so they could sneak into Champions Cup, most likely. That doesn't happen. So another year without Toronto in Champions Cup. Just because that matters to me. Disgrace. It's a disgrace, but let's focus on this. LAFC does what they were supposed to do. I mean, they were the first seed. The fact that Vancouver played them so close, Vancouver was for real, but it just wasn't meant to be for LA losing to them. Vancouver almost found a way to get to penalties, but it just wasn't meant to be. LAFC is LAFC for a reason. They're still a great team. They still got very good players. I was shocked Girault was benched for the first half. He didn't really do anything in the second either. Mateusz Bogusz played a damn good game. Bouanga did get stopped a couple of times. I'm surprised. He got through a couple of times where I was like, oh, this might be the moment. No, but Bogusz had one that Bouanga normally would and scored it. Stats are as follows. 13 shots to 11, 2 shots on goal to 2, 38% possession to 62% possession, 343 passes to 554, 78% pass accuracy to 86% pass accuracy, 16 fouls to 13, 1 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 7 corners to 1. Listen, Vancouver played tough, again, throughout all three games and tonight. But LAFC could score on a dime. And the times they have scored in this tie, it was, in this series, it has been LAFC scoring on a dime. Bouanga did not break the game like you would have expected him to. Bogusz, for me, is man of the match. Mateusz Bogusz is man of the match. Because he got the goal. He definitely gave a lot more fits to the Vancouver defense. than even Bouanga did, which is shocking. Girault, Oliveira, neither of them really showed up. Vela's still sitting on the bench. He didn't play. Aaron Long, good defensively. I mean, LAFC, if they did go to penalties and lost, they probably couldn't have been happy with their performance. They were lucky that in the end, the performance went their way just barely. Vancouver were the better team tonight. I would honestly say that. Overall, they were the better team tonight. They just could not score a goal to save their lives. Whether it meant to go to penalties or they could end up going through automatically outright. No, it just wasn't meant to be for them, frankly. And Vancouver played a damn good game. Fafa Pico was amazing tonight. Fafa Pico was amazing. Tonight, you had guys like Gold again played well. Armstrong, I don't know if he should have came off really for Schultz. I think that was kind of a stupid idea. But once they got more and more desperate, Vancouver, they did play the ball around. But once they got more desperate, it just, you could tell the quality wasn't really truly there anymore. They were playing out of desperation than quality. And they do have some quality, but it just wasn't meant to be. And some of the quality they took off for other reasons. Ali Ahmed looked good when he came on. It just, again, wasn't meant to be, truthfully. And you look at this game and you're like, damn, Vancouver could have had this one. Vancouver fans are going to be kicking themselves in the butt, frankly, for a while. To the point where, who knows, maybe they want Vanni Sartini gone. There are better coaches on the market. And we'll see what happens there. But Vancouver has talent. They could play better in 8th place in the conference. And you kind of saw that during this tie. On the bright side, you kind of saw that they are better than 8th place in the West with the talent that they've accumulated. And you could tell that they can give people fits. So why do they not more, right? You could see that this team has a lot of potential, a lot of good possibilities, a lot of good potential throughout this tie, and that's the big thing. But is Vanni Sartini the right guy? I don't know. There are better coaches on the market for MLS coaches. What changes can they make? Is the question. They can make some changes, get a bit better. But Vancouver definitely has a good side. They have a team who could play hard. The question is what can they do to get better? Because they could be better than this, but they need a better ceiling. They have a good floor. They need a better ceiling to be consistently better. But they have good potential, and you could tell that. They just have to play to that potential more. But LAFC goes through. I don't know if I'd say deservingly, but they go through. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification one. Subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Twice tomorrow. I guess 4 times technically. 2 o'clock tomorrow for the live watch along of Calvary FC versus Forge FC in the Canadian Premier League final. We will review that game once it's over, no matter how long it goes. 7 o'clock, I will be live for Inter Miami CF versus Atlanta United FC. We will review that game as well. I will see you later on Saturday for that. 2 lives, 2 reviews. Sunday, we will have a Domingo Futbolero, the last Domingo Futbolero of 2024 up until the Apertura final, because we know the second leg of that final will be played on a Sunday in December, but we have nothing else up until then because all these playoffs and international break. We have Monterrey versus León, live review. So 2 lives, 2 reviews tomorrow, 1 live, 1 review on Saturday. Couple of videos before the international games this upcoming week, and then we go. But there you go. I will see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.